Hi everyone, my name is Ruth and my argument is that legalizing sex work in the USA will not decrease trafficking and violence against women. First of all, I don't want sex work to be criminalized to the point that women go to jail for it. I would like it to only be criminalized by pimps because pimps are essentially just another form of traffickers in a lot of cases. Secondly, I think that customers should face harsher consequences because a lot of women who are participating in sex work are in vulnerable situations and they're being exploited by someone in their life. So obviously I don't want the victim to be criminalized, but rather the person exploiting them. My first point is that porn is an example of a legal industry that has an astronomical amount of corruption. Even though porn is legal, it doesn't mean that Pornhub's activities are legal. In fact, Pornhub has numerous videos of rape and even child porn that they're not being held accountable for. The sex industry is fundamentally dark, and legalizing it simply increases demand, which in turn increases trafficking and victims. So I'll end this point with quoting an NPR article, which I'm including sources for. Economist Axel Dreyer from the University of Heidelberg in Germany teamed up with the London School of Economics to analyze the link between trafficking and prostitution in 150 countries. If prostitution is legal, there's more human trafficking simply because the market is larger, he says, end quote. I'm also linking a Times article about Pornhub that says that the company admitted to profiting from sex trafficking as well as allowing non-consensual videos to be posted and even stay on their site. Pornhub has an atrocious record, and I don't see how the sex industry, like prostitution for example, would be any different. My second point is that prostitution / sex work is legal in a lot of European countries. Has it bettered the lives of women in those countries? Most studies suggest that it has not. Most sex workers, whether in Germany, the Netherlands, or Greece, tend to come from Eastern European countries like Romania and Bulgaria, countries that have weaker economies, where women are more vulnerable to being exploited and trafficked. And many are coerced or trafficked, according to Business Insider. So in summary of point 2, I will end with this quote from Business Insider. Legalizing and regulating prostitution was supposed to make the trade safer for sex workers, helping them access critical health and government services, but by most accounts, it mostly resulted in turning prostitution into a major industry with hotel-sized brothels, brothel chains, and a cash cow of tax revenue, end quote. So I think there's a lot more points to be made against legalization. I think there's also a lot of great points on the opposing viewpoint, otherwise this wouldn't be an argument. But overall, I'm against it because women will never benefit from sex work in the long run, whether it's legal or illegal. It's not an industry that will ever support or be kind to women in any way. Most women turn to sex work from financial desperation, and I would rather fight for women to have the same opportunities that men have when it comes to financial freedom. Thank you for listening.